All right, coming up on 6 o'clock, making headlines this hour, a UTSA professor arrested on campus, now facing federal charges. This morning, some disturbing new details from the investigation that led to his arrest.
And Fiesta Fun under a tight watch this morning as we move into the heart of Fiesta Week, how heavy security is helping families feel safer at Market Square.
And a new long-term closure happening on the northeast side coming up. I'll give you all the details.
Live from KSAT 12, Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Welcome you in. Three guys and Fiesta here to talk about. I will say, I know we were at NIOSA Tuesday night. I was at lunch at Market Square on Tuesday, and you're right. I mean, in every direction. I think even up, there were police officers. That might have been the safest place on earth.
Absolutely, yes.
Tuesday afternoon.
Fiesta de los Reyes, a lot of great food, great music out there, and we want to make sure that everyone stays safe. Yes, SAPD and all the law enforcement's been doing a great job of that to this point.
Shout out to those guys and ladies doing the security for us. Yeah, so far so good with Fiesta. Hey, I was going to ask you, you have some family down in Pleasanton.
I was just going to say, I was looking over here at the hailstones. My in-laws live in Pleasanton, and we've got family in Jourdanton as well. So I need to double check if they got any of this.
Yeah, I mean, it was big. It was big. We had that storm come through, and he dropped some big old hail. And what I love about this picture, well, I don't love that it caused damage, but you can actually see the sort of smaller hailstones kind of come together into a larger hailstone. That can happen sometimes in these clouds. You get these hailstones that just kind of come together, and then they drop as a larger hailstone. And I think that's exactly what we had yesterday. Not a lot of reports of damage, but we're still gathering information down there in Pleasanton and Jourdanton, and we'll certainly pass it along to you. Forecast for today, we could see a similar setup late this evening with some more storms popping up. If we see storms, they will be strong to severe. It's just that they'll be isolated. That's why the rain chances are on the low end, 30%. Expect a high temperature around at 90 today. It will be humid. And as we get into the Battle of Flowers tomorrow, looking pretty good for that too. Just a 30% chance of a shower or maybe some sprinkles or drizzle. Shouldn't be a big deal. So we're encouraged about the fact the Battle of Flowers looks okay. It's just as we get into tomorrow night, storm chances really pick up. We can see more severe weather, maybe some heavy rain too. We're going to talk all about it, time it out for you. Coming up in just a couple minutes. Over to RJ now with a look at your traffic.
All right, thank you very much for that, Justin. Starting out here, a shot of the 37 right there at the Alamo Dome. Of course, Fiesta Carnival, that is still going on there for all the kiddos over there at the Alamo Dome parking lot. 37 Fair Avenue, seen a couple of these shots earlier here, southeast side. Again, good morning to everyone out there. Hopefully you guys have had a fun Fiesta week so far. 1604 Hardy Oak, north side of town traffic is looking pretty good out there for our drivers. Downtown starting to get a little bit of busy, a little bit more activity here. 35 right here at St. Mary's. That's our shot there at Brooklyn Avenue. Now traffic is moving along there in the lower levels of 35, but do want to keep an eye on this one right there because it is off to the side of the road, off to the shoulder there, but still something that might hold up any of our drivers that are making their way through parts of downtown. Our biggest backup right now is going to be right here, 35 northbound, basically from Top Rewind past Live Oak through parts of the Forum. Still seeing some pretty good backup here due to some ongoing construction in this area. So we're going to check in with Alex just a little bit to see exactly how we're looking out there. Everything else across the city looking pretty good. Inbound drive times 24 minutes if you're coming in from Bernie. Good morning to all of our folks there up I-10 on the northwest side of town. 20 minutes if you're coming in from 281. Good morning to all of our folks out there in Bulverde and Spring Branch. Let's check in with Alex Gomez right now for the very latest on the road. Alex, what's up?
RJ, good morning. Well, the northeast side still looking good over here, 35 northbound near Cibolo Valley Drive. Now, earlier there was an accident on I-35 at Top Rewind, but they have cleared the scene. They moved it off of the highway, so all lanes are back open, and I-35 north and south should be getting better. However, there is going to be another long-term closure if you're going up northbound I-35. That exit to O'Connor is going to be shutting down until December. Now, that was supposed to happen last night around 9 p.m. I was just in the area not too long ago, and it's still open, RJ, so you can still use it this morning. However, just know soon in the near future, they will be shutting down that exit to O'Connor Road from 35 northbound, RJ.
Okay, good information there from Alex Gomez this morning, our photojournalist in DriveCam.
Okay, 6:04 now. This morning there is some more information regarding the UTSA professor who was arrested on the university's main campus yesterday. So this is Zaid Haddad. He is facing federal child pornography charges. Haddad is an associate professor of interdisciplinary studies and curriculum. Court records show that investigators caught Haddad watching a live stream of child pornography in his bedroom back in 2021. The records also say that he admitted to watching several inappropriate videos. If convicted, Haddad faces up to 20 years in prison and a $250,000 fine.
Okay, now to a Know My Neighborhood update here. It is back to the drawing board to see if hundreds of San Antonio residents will be displaced. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, is updating its maps to show what areas here in San Antonio are at risk for flooding. Now, this new draft of the floodplains show more than 4,000 structures in District 5 are at risk. That is why the city wants to create a proactive drainage plan. The city says that it's taking a new approach to this project and tabling some of its older plans. Public Works and District 5 created a neighborhood stakeholder group as a way to increase that communication.
We've appointed trustworthy community members who will serve as liaisons to community and direct the conversation on what these alternatives will look like.
Now, so far, no definitive plans for the drainage project have been made just yet, but come June, the city plans to hire a design firm to create community workshops and find a way forward.
All right, this is a video that is tough to forget. This fire happened in the early morning hours of Tuesday of this week at Loop 410 and I-35 near Austin Highway. And now we've learned the name of the person who ultimately died in this fiery accident. He was 36-year-old Jose Natividad Olmedo. San Antonio police say Olmedo was driving an 18-wheeler when he hit a concrete barrier, causing the truck to flip over and catch fire. A rideshare driver captured the moment on video. He said the truck exploded on impact. This morning, authorities are still investigating what caused the driver to hit that barrier.
Well, in some of your morning headlines, state lawmakers are advancing legislation to keep kids away from social media. The sweeping measure would ban people younger than 18 from making social media accounts. It would also require platforms to verify users' age. And that is not all. The House also approved another bill yesterday that cracks down on social media. That would be House Bill 499. It would require social platforms to have a warning label for kids' mental health. Now, the bill's author compared it to the warning label that you may see on cigarette cartons. Now the bills advance to the Texas Senate. If Governor Greg Abbott approves them and they become law, they are expected to face lawsuits from several tech companies.
This morning, a major U.S. Supreme Court case could change public education as we know it. The justices seem ready to allow the country's first religious charter school funded by taxpayer dollars. This started in Oklahoma, where the state blocked a Catholic charter school over church and state concerns. But if the High Court reverses that decision, it could open the door for similar schools across the country.
All right, well, we just talked about this. Lots of folks showing up last night, earlier this week, to Fiesta de los Reyes out there at historic Market Square. And long before this year's Fiesta kicked off, San Antonio Police Chief William McManus said that Fiesta goers would see police at every turn. And that's what you will find this year at Market Square. We're talking about concrete barriers to keep vehicles out, fences, metal detectors, EMS workers on bikes, and of course, more of a police presence. The added security comes after 2 straight years of shootings at Fiesta events. One woman we talked to says that she feels much safer.
With better security and, just maybe with more restrictions on kind of the alcohol, that could help. But overall, it's a great way to celebrate the culture and open access to public events for community.
You can stand.
Well, we asked SAPD if violent incidents were reported at this year's Fiesta events. They said that they will not be able to give us that information until Fiesta is over, but their public information office sent us a statement that reads in part, quote, "So far, the safety measures implemented this year at Fiesta events has successfully prevented numerous weapons from entering the area, and incidents such as fights appear to be lower compared to previous years."
All right, well, it is Thursday, and there's still a lot of Fiesta left this week. Of course, NIOSA continues tonight and goes through tomorrow. Battle of Flowers Band Festival is taking place tonight at Alamo Stadium. Of course, the Battle of Flowers Parade is scheduled for tomorrow. You can watch the coverage of the parade on GMSA tomorrow morning, and then Saturday we'll have the Fiesta Pooch Parade, King William Fair Parade, and of course the Flambeau Parade at night. We have the full schedule of events right now at ksat.com/fiesta.
And you don't want to miss out on another opportunity to get one of our free KSAT Fiesta medals. Later this morning, we'll be handing out SA Live medals at Angels Mexican Haven. That is on East Commerce near South New Braunfels. You can start lighting up at 9:30 this morning, and we will be giving out those medals at 11 a.m. And if you're looking for a Weather Authority medal, get a chance to also meet my guy, Justin Horn.
Yes.
We will give away those this afternoon at Pika Pika on the southeast side, on Southeast Military. That line starts at 4 p.m. Medals will be handed out at 6 o'clock.
And I can guarantee you that Pika Pika will be a good time. It always is, every time. We love it so much. All right, this is the Future Radar for Friday at 10 p.m. We are expecting some showers and storms, some heavy rain. How does that affect your weekend plans? We'll time it out for you coming up.
A Hall of Fame icon, a night of celebration, and a tragic twist. Why John Elway is now at the center of a deadly golf cart investigation. Plus,
I played the drums. I've been playing the drums since 8th grade. My dad is a singer, so is my mom and my brother. And so it was just something I grew up with.
All right, échale right there. Big sound, bigger pride. Up next, watch as these local Edison students get ready to bring some South Texas soul to Alamo Stadium tonight.
and if you're ready to see some more Fiesta medals, I'm back with, 12 more? Show me your medals. I know, I've lost count. There's so many. We'll be back. All right, we are back. Coming up on 6/14 on this Thursday. Fiesta rolls on, and the 89th annual Battle of Flowers Fiesta Band Festival is back with some new sounds this year. For the first time, conjunto music will be part of the festival.
All right, cannot wait for this, Ernie. So I stopped by Edison High School to check in on some of these amazing students, these musicians that are bringing that classic South Texas sound and that cultura to Alamo Stadium. How cool is this experience, just being able to play this music and to be able to be part of this band?
It's an incredible honor. I think not many people get to experience this the way that I do. I played the drums. I've been playing the drums since 8th grade. My dad is a singer, so is my mom and my brother. And so it was just something I grew up with.
What kind of drew you to not only being in this band, but playing conjunto music?
Well, this is the music of my people. This is where I came from. This is my favorite kind of music. Bass is the heartbeat of the conjunto. It's what connects the drums and the accordion and the guitars together.
I can't even describe it for you. How proud I am of the kids. I mean, they're not lying to you. And it was 6 kids in the club. I mean, and we've grown to 25 kids across 4 different groups.
What have been your biggest influences in terms of music?
Modern Mexican conjuntos like Grupo Arriesgado and Peso Pluma and stuff like that.
Intocable, Pesado, but some of them are modern stuff too, like Grupo Frontera.
We've been preparing a bunch of music for a long time, and we're ready to perform for the people.
We never been here, but like it would be a huge honor to be there.
It's fun for me to see them and to go out there and perform at such a big event for the city.
What should the crowd out there expect to see from you guys, again, when you go out there?
I'd expect to see a lot of dancing, a lot of fun.
Okay, yeah, cannot wait to see Edison out there. I think they're also going to have mariachi, so it's kind of a combination of conjunto mariachi. First time ever. All right, the band festival again kicks off tonight around 6:30, and if you're not able to go, you can watch a rebroadcast of that festival right here on KSAT 12. That's going to be Saturday, May the 3rd. So again, it is going to be live streamed tonight, but then we're going to re-show it again this Saturday. Okay, and you know what? Some great musicians when it comes to the youth of our area, Ernie. We also got Market Square. We know that it's going to be bumping out there as well. As we take a look here.
Grito soon. I'm going to have to do one soon.
I think we need to hear it, man. I think I've heard a lot of good things about this grito. So.
Okay, I'll give you. You want it right now?
It's up to you, however you want to do it.
Okay.
Do it.
That was impressive, my friend.
Done.
That was impressive. Yes, yeah.
That was I didn't prepare long enough.
He's got the pipes warmed up.
There's a lot of hot wind. I know. Yes.
He was listening to these kids play conjunto.
I seriously love that music. That is fantastic.
We are in the
stuff.
mood. Yeah, that was a great job. Ernie.
Thank you, sir.
Impressive stuff, man. All right, 35 here at the Brooklyn Avenue. Had a stalled vehicle being reported here earlier over by St. Mary's. Looks like traffic is moving along there for the most part. And let's go back out to the northeast side. They're starting to pick up some of the construction out here for our drivers at 35 at Olympia Parkway. So we are good to go there. I'm going to go straight to Alex Gomez right now because I know Alex is impressed if he's been listening to that. What's up, Alex?
RJ, good morning and happy Friday, Junior. Yeah, you're right. The northeast side is way better than it was in the 5 a.m. hour. It is very smooth. I came down 35 southbound from Cibolo Valley Drive all the way inside 1604, and it virtually had no slowdown. So I-35 in both directions, pretty smooth still, RJ.
All right. Thank you very much for that update, Alex. And Justin Horn, your turn. No, I'm just playing.
I can't compete with that, but I got to tell you, I'm hyped now. I'm into it. Let's go. All right, outside right now we got cloudy skies, 74 degrees at the airport. It is humid. We've got east-southeasterly winds at about 8 miles per hour. Most places reporting temperatures in the 70s. This is going to be a repeat of the last couple mornings. So if you're stepping outside right now, no, it is humid, it is warm, but we do not have rain on the radar. We may have a few storms later today. There's a 30% chance of seeing some storms this afternoon and tonight. I might add, we'll watch some storms coming out of Mexico. Tomorrow, 40% chance of some storms late, but it's Friday night. This is the time frame we have circled. That's where we have our best chance of seeing some rain. Then rain chances really fall off Saturday and Saturday night. Saturday could be a great day. Sunday, just some isolated stuff. So all in all, the weekend actually looks pretty good. Here's a look at the futurecast. And we'll jump into the afternoon. So this is 7 o'clock this evening. We got storms flaring up, potentially up in the hill country, and as I said, out west. In parts of Mexico, we can see some of those storms try to move east tonight towards our area. This is 10 o'clock. Still shows a couple storms. Once we lose daytime heating, a lot of times these start to kind of fade away, and I think that'll be the case tonight. So just again, a 30% chance of seeing some of those storms. Noontime, 84 will be up around 90 today. Will be hot and it will be humid with partly cloudy skies during the afternoon hours. Now as we get into tomorrow, Battle of Flowers time. Looks good, cloudy. We're going to keep some chances in the forecast, some rain chances, but it's mainly just drizzle, light showers. Nothing to worry about too much. It's not until Friday evening that storms really start to get going here. This is 4 o'clock. We get a frontal boundary that's sinking south. As it does, you'll see storms flare up even more. 6 o'clock, a lot of storms in the hill country, and then these storms may come together as a complex of showers and storms move through San Antonio late Friday evening into Friday night. This is when we could see some severe weather. It's also when we could see some pockets of heavy rain. Here's the other bit of good news. We think this gets out of here by Saturday morning. Oh, and by the way, there is a flash flood risk tomorrow. I mentioned some pockets of heavy rain. Most certainly, as those storms move through. Doesn't mean everyone's going to see flash flooding, but it is something we have to keep an eye on. Then by the weekend, 79, cooler and breezy on Saturday, maybe a stray shower Sunday, but boy, those temperatures look great. Fiesta Flambeau could actually be a little bit cool, and we take rain basically out of the forecast for that. All right, going into next week, more storm chances, and we could see some more severe weather, especially Tuesday and Wednesday. That will be our next sort of window that we watch for some springtime storms. Okay, our Just Ask Justin question this morning has to do with Battle of Flowers. Which president was scheduled to attend the first ever Battle of Flowers parade? Was it Benjamin Harrison, James K. Polk, Grover Cleveland, or Theodore Roosevelt? Come on, give Cleveland some love. Benjamin Harrison leading the way. We'll reveal that answer next half hour.
Some votes coming in for James Polk.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, we'll see the final results here in a bit. Okay, time now, 6:21, 74 degrees outside.
Up next, a night out, a Hall of Famer, and a tragic turn. A first look at why John Elway is now part of a deadly golf cart investigation.
In this morning's GMA First Look, NFL Hall of Famer John Elway's golf cart tragedy.
It was nothing like we've ever seen.
Authorities investigating a tragic golf cart accident involving Hall of Fame quarterback John Elway and his longtime friend and business partner Jeff Spurbeck, who died from his injuries. They were reportedly leaving a party after attending the Stagecoach Music Festival on Saturday with their spouses when Spurbeck fell from the golf cart and hit his head, according to TMZ. Back in the 90s, Spurbeck was Elway's agent, and the quarterback went on to win 2 Super Bowls in his 16 seasons with the Denver Broncos. In 2017, there were an estimated 18,000 golf cart injuries filling up emergency rooms across the country. And coming up here at 7 a.m., we have the very latest on John Elway and the investigation with your GMA First Look. I'm Kana Whitworth, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Goodness. Okay. 625 right now, 74 degrees outside.
Well, coming up, Shoebox floats and Fiesta Flair. Just ahead, how a local teacher's full circle moment is now stealing the show.
All right, and we've got more medals to show you this morning. One that lights up, you can see, and one that's got an extra double feature on it, if you will. Show me your medals up next.
Live from KSAT 12, Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning to everyone out there. It is now coming up on 6:30 as we get set for Thursday here as we get things going with Fiesta, Ernie. A lot of great events taking place tonight.
Such a huge weekend, and it's starting for a lot of people today, obviously, as NIOSA rolls on. But again, we've got to pay close attention to the weather situation.
We do, definitely.
We do. We are in the heart of Fiesta time here, and storms are going to play a role here in our forecast over the weekend, but it's really starting to time out pretty well, and I'll explain. Let's first start with a look outside. We've got some cloudy conditions and temperatures sitting at 74. It's humid, it's muggy. You know the drill here. This is where we've been each and every morning this week. East-southeasterly winds at about 8 miles per hour here in San Antonio. Our forecast today will bring us up to near 90 for a high, but we'll watch for a few isolated storms this afternoon. We saw that yesterday, saw some severe weather, and I will tell you, if we see any storms today, they likely will be severe. It's just that they'll be isolated, and we'll keep that chance going into tonight. Okay, this is the timing part I was talking about. Let's go into the Battle of Flowers forecast. Yes, you do see that 30% chance of rain there, but anything we see tomorrow morning is just going to be light, drizzly, showery type stuff, if we even see that. Otherwise, just mostly to partly cloudy. All in all, looks pretty good. Temperatures in the 70s and low 80s for Battle of Flowers. It's tomorrow evening where we get the storms, but they may be done by Saturday morning, which would clear the way for King William and Flambeau. So this all could work out okay, but we've got to watch for some severe weather and some heavy rain too. We'll explain all of that, get you the timing for these storms coming up. But let's get you out the door this morning and check in with RJ with your latest traffic.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Justin. Of course, yes, Battle of Flowers taking over tomorrow, the downtown area. So I cannot wait to see all of our folks out there. Absolutely love the day parade. Taking a look here at 35, we still have that stalled vehicle right there. That's going to be northbound right there, 35 at St. Mary's for all of our folks kind of making their way out of downtown. The Tower of the Americas right there. You know, we mentioned earlier that NIOSA continues on as well around La Villita, 37 Fair Avenue traffic looking pretty good out there for our drivers on the southeast side. Speaking of the east to southeast side, just saw this pop up on our maps right now. This is going to be the northbound lanes of 410 right here at South Cross Boulevard. So not causing too many major delays for our drivers out here at the moment. If you're coming up Southeast Military, headed up towards South Cross, and of course, W.W. White is in this area as well. Let's take you back here downtown area. Again, 35, that was our stalled vehicle that we saw right there at St. Mary's for all of our folks making their way out of 35, maybe going up 281 through parts of the Pearl. And then the northeast side, seen some traffic clear outs here after some overnight construction over by 35 at Olympia Parkway. Okay, let's check in with Alex Gomez this morning because he's in drive cam for us scanning the streets. Alex, how are things looking on this Thursday?
Yeah, good morning, RJ. Right now, things are very nice. I just went through downtown, used 35 southbound, and I haven't seen too many slowdowns. I just made my way onto 90 headed westbound, and so far everything's pretty nice across the city. This past week, it seems like every day we had a big incident happening on the highways. Not the case this morning. I think highway speeds are holding up strong, RJ.
Okay, thank you very much for that update, Alex.
All right, 6:32 now. We have the latest here this morning. People in a Westside neighborhood are still trying to make sense of what they saw. Yes, that is a man in a tree that unfolded yesterday afternoon. According to Immigration and Customs Enforcement, that's 29-year-old Raul Ical, who climbed the tree near Cerralvo and South Navidad yesterday morning after running from a traffic stop. ICE says the Guatemalan native was wanted on warrants for entering the country illegally. Ical spent 8 hours up in the tree with federal agents and state troopers trying to convince him to come down.
I imagine his perch was not that comfortable. After about 2 hours or something, I imagine he was getting real sore.
So eventually, the incident ended peacefully when agents took Iqal into custody.
Okay, we're talking about this weekend. Obviously, a lot of things going on. We're a couple of days away from the pivotal city election taking place on Saturday. And right now on KSAT.com, we have a full list of voting centers open on election day. Again, Saturday. Polls will be open from 7 in the morning to 7 at night. And you can scan the QR code on your screen right there to check out this article with all this information. During early voting, only about 6% of registered voters here in Bexar County went to the polls. But some big decisions have to be made, including the mayoral race. 27 people looking to be the next San Antonio mayor.
Do you think it's a mistake for people to say, well, I'll just wait and see who winds up in the runoff and then I'll go vote?
It's a terrible mistake. I mean, you're just letting others, a very small group of people, choose the next mayor. This impacts you every single day, all day long, in terms of your daily life, your daily commute, your quality of life, libraries, parks, drainage when it rains.
So if you did not make it out for early voting, make sure to make time to cast your vote this Saturday. You can find all the information that you need to know about ksat.com/vote.
All right, the Fiesta Flambeau parade is coming up, of course, Saturday night. This morning, we're getting a sneak peek at a new and very colorful feature.
Absolutely, yes. You see it right there behind us. Parade officials revealing its very own, the Flambeau Express train by Gamez Law. So let's tell you more about this. After using a train last year for parade participants, organizers wanted one of their own. They had the Flambeau Express built, and Gamez Law stepped in to underwrite the cost of the train.
So it turns out the idea behind the train was twofold. The train just isn't a parade highlight, but it's also a nod to being environmentally friendly.
It's very important to us that Flambeau improve the carbon footprint. There were too many cars with people riding, one person in each car on the parade route. We want to get those cars off of the route, so we have assigned dignitaries to ride in this train.
The Flambeau Express train will pull into the parade route on Saturday. It will be one of the multiple illuminated entries fueling the Fiesta excitement. Our very own Stephanie Jimenez, along with myself, will be hosting this year's Flambeau Parade. If you can't make it downtown in person, you can watch all of it on KSAT 12 at 7 o'clock. We're also streaming the parade in Spanish on KSAT Plus. All right, heads up this morning, some Ford owners will be taking a trip to the dealer over the next few months. Nearly 300,000 Ford and Lincoln vehicles are being recalled. The vehicles have issues with the rear view camera, which could increase the risk for a crash. Among the vehicles included in the recall are the 2015 models of the Lincoln MKC, Lincoln Navigator, Ford Expedition, Ford F-250, F-350, and Ford F-450 trucks, and Ford Broncos from 2022 and 2023.
In your morning consumer headlines, just in case you were not spending enough of your own money, now robots can do it for you. Yes, Visa saying that it is now enabling artificial intelligence to find and buy products for its customers. MasterCard also made a similar announcement this week. Consumers can still get guardrails, though, and preferences. I would hope so for something like this. But both MasterCard and Visa say their AI can select items and make online purchases by themselves. Amazon is also testing its own AI shopping agent.
What's the worst that could happen? Oh boy. The United States Postal Service is celebrating its 250th anniversary by releasing 2 new stamps. One of the stamps features Benjamin Franklin. It's a reproduction of one of the first official U.S. postage stamps. It's only available in a 32-page booklet celebrating the cultural importance of U.S. stamps. The second release is a pane of 20 stamps by cartoonist Chris Ware. It follows a mail carrier on her rounds and features familiar postal items and icons. Both will be available in July. And Mother's Day is just a few days away, and we here at GMSA are trying to make it extra special for Mom by offering one lucky winner a $500 gift card.
Okay, got to take care of our moms out there. So to enter, just scan the QR code that you see on your screen. That will take you to the page where you can fill out our entry form, and we will be selecting the winner on May the 8th.
All right, going outside with Live Cam, it's a busy weekend ahead. How is rain going to affect your Fiesta plans? We're going to break it all down for you. We do have some good rain chances, but it may time out okay. We'll show you the forecast coming up.
We're going to show you some more Fiesta medals. We have a dozen more to show you here as we continue on Fiesta 2025. Show me your medals up next.
No shortage of medals there, Ernie. Yes, and from student to star teacher, how one woman's full circle moment shines at Montgomery's 50th Fiesta Shoebox Parade, and with some surprise guests that these students will not forget.
What did you like about your float?
The grass.
The grass down here?
The flowers.
Okay, yes. You may remember Bridget De La Torre and her mother Katie yesterday. We brought you their story as they were putting together their shoebox floats for the Fiesta Parade at Montgomery Elementary. So every year, Montgomery Elementary puts on a Fiesta Shoebox Parade. But this year, it's a little bit extra and super special because it is the school's 50th anniversary, y'all. Yes, the big 5-0. So as Stephanie Serna reports, they had some special guests, including the Battle Flowers Association.
It's a show me your shoebox moment at Montgomery Elementary as students showed off their creativity and their Fiesta spirit during the annual Shoebox Parade.
Tell me a little bit about your Fiesta float.
So I tried to make a boba float. So this is the cup. This is the boba cup, and like there's stuff inside to make it look like boba, and this is the topping.
What do you think of all the beautiful floats?
They're so gorgeous. You know, the kids put in a lot of effort with these floats. They take time at home. We talk about it in school. We study Fiesta, and then I show them the real floats to kind of give them some ideas, but I really ask them to make it personal.
And this parade is extra special this year. From standout performances from Roosevelt, Lee, and MacArthur high schools to a visit from the Battle of Flowers Association.
To know that the Battle of Flowers Association was here, I mean, what does that mean for the students here? The students have never experienced anything like this. So all of them are asking questions, and we've been learning for Fiesta. We've been learning like all of the folklorico dancers, mariachis, so they got to see them in person. So it was really sweet.
I've never been to a shoebox parade like this.
The Battle of Flowers Association bringing an extra surprise, awarding parade tickets to the students with the top shoebox floats. And they gave an award to kindergarten teacher Angelina Urista for being nominated Teacher of the Year at Montgomery.
Just doing it for the kids. I love what I do. Every day I wake up and this is not a job. I remember like yesterday making the shoebox float and planning and doing this whole big parade. So now that I'm teaching kindergarten, it is 100% full circle.
Full circle, now getting to see her students enjoy the parade.
Viva Fiesta!
Stephanie Serna, KSAT 12 News.
I love it.
Yeah. That's the way to party.
It is. And they don't have school tomorrow, right? Because of Battle of Flowers.
Of course.
But we have Fiesta medals to show you, so let's get to it. RJ's going to help me here, and I'm going to swing around here to show you the first one. Meals on Wheels. It's got a cute bungalow, and look, the little truck moves back and forth as it's delivering meals right here.
I love
These
that.
medals are $15, and they help, of course, provide meals for seniors and other people who need assistance in our community.
Okay, next up, the San Antonio Master Singers. They are celebrating their 80th season of choral excellence dating back to 1944. Medals are $12 a piece.
Methodist Healthcare Ministry celebrating 30 years in 2025. Their medal even lights up. You see it right there. These are $12, and they're currently under the, this is available at anywhere that you, oh my goodness gracious. They're available at Methodist Healthcare Ministries is what I'm trying to say. Happy 30th anniversary.
Yes, they are beautiful right there. How about this one? Black Bear Diner. Okay, I've always wanted to go here. This is located on the Southside, City Base West. Medals are $10 a piece. Proceeds benefit the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
All right, Jay's Fences and Welding is up next. They have 3 different designs this year, and they're celebrating 25 years in business, so congratulations to Jay's Fences and Welding.
Okay, Outback Steakhouse. Their medals are $15. They're available at Ingram and Selma locations. Proceeds benefiting employees who need assistance after a disaster.
All right, going down here, I got to show you this one. This is SAISD, San Antonio ISD. It's massive and huge, and it's a book, but it opens up to reveal a frame inside. And you can actually put like a wallet-sized photo in here of your kid. This is $14 and only available at the district office, SAISD.
Shout out to SAIC. Okay, Air Cantu, they are central heating and air conditioning specialists, celebrating 25 years this year, and they're owned by Mr. Richard Cantu, who's a retired U.S. Navy veteran.
All right, UTSA CMAS, which is a center for military-affiliated students. They serve 5,000 service members, veterans, and their families so they can achieve their educational goals. So thank you to the UTSA CMAS.
Okay, Carolina's Antiques, Polly Pockets, highly anticipated. The Fiesta Polly Pocket medal is now at the store there at Carolina's on the 1700 block of Blanco Road.
It opens up. And then next to that one is their 10th anniversary, 10 years of Fiesta Cake medal, also from Carolina's Antiques. And last but not least, RJ?
Mission Mitsubishi on San Pedro, Fiestacado medal. Yes, representing out there for the folks at Mission Mitsubishi.
Okay, thank you very much.
Woo. That's
a mouthful. It's a mouthful.
Yes, that SAISD one, that one is awesome.
It weighs like 10 pounds.
Okay, let's take a look here at a traffic situation again. We're taking a look there at South Cross. Speaking of the southeast side of town, 37 Fair Avenue. Been seeing a fair amount of those cameras throughout our entire morning here. Let's take a look here. Speaking of South Cross, so South Cross at 410 right here in the east side of town. Looks like we still have that stalled vehicle out here, but not causing any major delays there for our drivers that are making their way from the southeast side of town, maybe making their way up to the east side. Again, 35 Brooklyn Avenue, downtown area, of course, seeing some activity for our drivers that are coming south right there, or coming into downtown from I-10. This is 35 at 10 downtown at the Y, but our Brooklyn Avenue camera not showing any major delays right now for any of our folks there. Northeast side of town, starting to see some traffic build up here, but we did clear out a lot of that overnight construction that we had seen out there for our drivers over by Olympia Parkway. Everything's looking pretty good with the exception of Highway 90, normal buildup of traffic that we see coming from the far west side of town. Good morning to all of our folks out there in Castroville. Let's go to Alabama's right now and drive cam, or we're going to go to the one and only Justin Horn. Justin, what's going on, man?
Hey, RJ. Happy first day of May to you. 83 degrees is the average high for today. 62 is the average low. We're actually going to be above average today as we officially start the month of May. By the end of the month, by the way, we are looking at an average high of 90 and an average low of 70. So it is a month in which we warm up quite a bit. It is also one of our wettest months. We see on average 4.4 inches of rain. And this is going to hold true because we've got some rain chances, some good rain chances coming up. Let's look at the Fiesta event planner here. Battle of Flowers tomorrow morning, just a 30% chance of showers. All in all, looks good for Battle of Flowers. Go out and enjoy. As we get into tomorrow night, though, Niosa, severe weather is possible, a good chance of rain. So this is a time frame that could be a little bit rough. If you still are planning to go to Niosa, make sure you just have a place to take cover if these storms do approach. 20% chance for King William. King William looks good. It'll be cooler and breezy and certainly cool for Flambeau. But this is all timing out okay. Looks like we'll get a lot of the major parades in. And you look at the futurecast here. For today, we are expecting a few thunderstorms to flare up, maybe in the hill country out west. There is about a 30% chance of seeing a pop-up storm today. But the main takeaway here is if you do see a storm, know that it will quickly become strong to severe. A lot like yesterday. We had one or two storms pop up, but the storms that did, they packed a punch. Most of that will die down by tonight. The severe weather risk you see outlined there in yellow does include San Antonio. Something we'll keep an eye on today. Hour by hour forecast here, noontime 84. We'll be up to 90. There's your 30% chance of rain, mainly late afternoon and going into this evening. Then as we get into tomorrow, we mentioned Battle of Flowers. This particular model doesn't show anything at all, just some cloudy skies. But I do think we'll see a little bit of drizzle, maybe a few sprinkles for Battle of Flowers. Then as we get into tomorrow afternoon, that's when things start to flare up. Cold front sinks south. Along that front, you'll see development. Could see some severe weather and pockets of heavy rain too, especially if these storms can come together and form a complex of showers and storms. This is around 10 o'clock tomorrow evening, by the way. So this is Friday night when our rain chances are at their best. And then we will clear out for Saturday. 79 on Saturday, cooler and breezy. 82 on Sunday, just a small chance for showers. So this means our weekend actually looks okay. 40% chance tomorrow afternoon. That transitions to a 70% chance Friday evening, Friday night. And then we showed you the weekend forecast. Do know that we'll get a few more storms, maybe some severe weather showing up next week. Okay, our toast test Justin question. Which president was scheduled to attend the first ever Battle of Flowers parade? Was it Benjamin Harrison, James K. Polk, Grover Cleveland, or Theodore Roosevelt? What do you guys think?
I believe, and again, hopefully I didn't jinx this from earlier, I believe it is Benjamin Harrison.
Okay.
Yes, I have an affinity for, of course, Teddy Roosevelt, a great leader of the Rough Riders, but it is A, Justin.
It is indeed. Yes, the viewers and you guys are correct. It was Benjamin Harrison, but I say scheduled to attend because weather messed it up. He wasn't able to make it because the weather had to delay everything, but he was scheduled to be here, and they actually moved the date to accommodate him, just to have weather mess everything up. So again, it's that time of year where weather does that to us.
Oh, goodness. Not even President Harrison can control the weather.
Exactly. Yes, absolutely. All right. Thank you very much for that, Justin. Still ahead on GMSA Plus. They jammed all through the fall, but now it's time to play for the city of San Antonio. A look at one of the featured bands at this year's High School Band Festival coming up. Welcome back. Let's give you a quick check of the roads here. 37 at the Alamo Dome. Traffic looking pretty good there for our drivers going east to southeast. Taking one more shot here at South Cross. No major accidents to let you know about at this moment. Let's check in with Alex Gomez right now in Drive Cam for us on this Thursday morning. What's up, Alex?
Yeah, good morning, RJ. I haven't found anything slowing us down out here. Check out the north side. This is going to be 410 eastbound right in front of the airport. And right now, this side of town has no issues, RJ.
And that is a good sight to see after a couple of 18-wheeler accidents earlier this week, Ace.
And we can see there, guys, with Alex's shot, mostly cloudy skies this morning. It's humid. We'll see temperatures in the 70s. Then as the day wears on, we may see a few isolated showers and storms. Late in the day, 30% chance, high temperatures near 90. By the way, if we do see some storms today, they could be strong to severe. The main event, though, Friday evening into Friday night, we'll see a good chance of rain, 70% chance. Could see a few more strong storms there with some heavy rain as well, guys.
Okay.
Gosh. Yeah, carnival and voting and all kinds of stuff.
Everything going on this weekend.
Hold on to your hats. All right.
GMSA Plus on the KSAT Plus app. We'll be back in just a